Oh, okay, I've been noticed by two. Are we going to be able to take them on? Well, it's too late now. They've noticed us, so we're going to have to. Oh, okay, yeah. Those warhammers really don't look very pleasant to me. Please don't hurt me. Whoa. Okay, this is the bandit chief. Whoa. Oh dear. Let's get his pal out of the way. Oh wow, he's doing some good damage right there, isn't he? He's doing some serious damage. Right. Let's just... What on earth is this on the floor? That's okay. Well, okay, right. This guy does look pretty strong, so I'm going to be careful around this guy. Hopefully, we can, if we time it at the right moment, we can make him stagger. But we don't seem to be. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. There we go. Okay. He's getting better with the shield. Obviously, he hasn't really had much experience with the shield, but our silver dagger, we shall take that. That's better than our iron one. We shall ditch the iron dagger. We no longer need it. But obviously, he doesn't have much experience with the shield, other than literally just testing if the smith had made them to the exacting standards of the Falmor. So he hasn't much experience with them, but he's getting better. He's getting better at them. He's starting to learn when to time his blocks. And we got some ore here, which could be valuable, so we shall take that. Disaster at Ionif, or Ionif. Shear's not obviously all that bothered about radium right now. He's more interested in acquiring goods to sell to make him some money. What's in this chest? Oh, okay, that's a scroll. Okay, he doesn't actually know how to activate magic scrolls, but hopefully if he comes across a mage, he can ask. Because, you know, a Storm Action Arc does sound mighty powerful, so certainly wouldn't want to let that go to waste. Doesn't seem to be any more mushrooms in here. Alright, well, this seems to continue onwards. You can certainly see they've trapped the place enough. And how on earth did they get that mammoth in there? That doesn't seem possible, but somehow they managed. Somehow. So what's out here in this end of the cave? Oh. That's unfortunate. Ouch. But there's some gold. Oh, it's a high elf. Oh well. No worries then. Just a good riddance. Gia says good riddance. That doesn't look very gettable, and I know how spikes are in this game. Of course, it doesn't, but can we get it? Spikes really do some major damage in this game. Oh, are we going to be... Yes, we got it! Ha 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 ha! Usually when I try and get that coin purse, I always fail and get hit by the spikes and almost die, because for some reason, if only you could pick up spikes, they're like the most powerful damage dealing thing in the game. They can kill you within seconds. Oh. Okay, that was close. We triggered the trap there. We weren't. Gia wasn't thinking. Just sort of in a hurry to get out. Okay, there doesn't seem to be much else here. What's that over there? Is that another coin purse? It is. Can we reach it? Yes, we can. We'll take that. Thank you. Aha. Oh, we missed these ones. Potion of the Berserker. No. Don't need magic or potion. We'll take stamina, of course. And that's a lockpick, which can come in handy if we find another chest. Oh, we didn't loot this guy, did we? Poacher's Axe. Okay, so this is one of the special weapons. I don't think you can come across... I don't ever come across this all that much. She is going to take it on the premise of needing to cut wood in the forest if need be for a fire, if he needs to camp down for the night or something. But eventually when we get to the enchanting table, we will disenchant that, because that's quite a handy. That's quite a handy thing there. Although Jair won't really be using weapons other than maybe daggers, because they're light and easy to use. He's more comfortable using his claws because he's doing a lot of damage with them at the moment. Oh, excuse me. He's doing quite a bit of damage with them at the moment, so you can sort of see quite a large... That is quite a large building there, and some walls. Signs of civilization, which is good. which is good. Maybe he can find somewhere to sleep for the night. Actually have a comfortable bed. What is the time? It's going into the late evening now. But he can finally have a comfortable bed and eat something. He's got some baked potatoes. Perhaps he can warm them up on the fire if there is an establishment for him to stay at. But first he must get there. That is certainly a big palace, that's for sure. Oh, there's a cave over there. There seems to be some... seems to be a cart there. And there's some people, but aren't they friendly? They don't look friendly to me. I've been detected. But from what? What has detected me? No, they look like standard bandits. She's sort of warning me. Okay. Yeah, so I won't tangle with you, just because it's getting cold and she does want to get into the warm and have to actually rest a bit, because he may have had a 4-hour cat nap, but he hasn't had a proper night's sleep. Really, for the last month, because sleeping on that boat and all the rocking back and forth, that wasn't exactly a pleasant experience, especially to sleep in. So he didn't get proper sleeping. He didn't have a proper sleeping schedule when he spent the month on the boat. And literally, it had food preserves for a month, nice month's worth of extra salty beef to eat. So he okay. Oh no, does he know? Dragon's official now obviously I can't use that one because your ear doesn't know about dragons, so can't really intimidate the guard. He doesn't want to get thrown in jail and then the Falmor suddenly turn up with a sort of wanted poster, but he doesn't really want to pay the guard, but he doesn't have much choice. He really wants to get in there, and hopefully he's gonna have to bite the bullet and sort of pay the guard up. You extortionate bastard, you. You're not a guard. But dragon attack, that's although to be honest, Jair, he's a little bit intrigued, but not all that worried about the dragon. Like I said, he's not at the moment full of fear anymore. He's just bitter, and he feels as though it's not as though it's sort of a quest or a quest of vengeance or revenge, but he feels as though he has to, as a sort of duty, after his experience with the High Elves and the Falmor. It's his duty to rid the world of the tainted race of the High Elves. But mostly those who name themselves Falmor. He's not all, he can't entirely be against the High Elves. However, from a horrid experience, of course, none of the High Elves really cared for him in the Somerset Isles, and there was a lot of them. They weren't just royals. Probably he only met most of the higher class. He didn't meet any of the lower to middle class, but none of them treated him with any respect or any sort of care or consideration. So he's very bitter towards High Elves. He's not trusting of any of them. And yes, he feels it's his duty to sort of rid the world of Falmor and to some degree High Elven taint. So especially after hearing what the Falmor did to the Imperials. Hello there. He's finally found a place to sort of rest his feet, and yes, I'd love a drink, thank you.
Are you thirsty? Hungry?
I am both right now. Yes, he hasn't He had that horrid wine this morning, but that wasn't really something to quench his thirst, and he's hoping. Yes, they do. They have milk. A cat's favourite. He's definitely going to. He's going to. Indulge himself, especially since he's come into quite a bit of wealth. As you noticed, he's got 600 gold coins at the moment, which is a lot more than what he started off with. So he's going to indulge a little. So yes, I'm going to have the milk, and I'd like some. What else? There's this grilled chicken breast. That does sound rather yummy. I'll have one of them, and I'd also like some. He already has some baked potatoes, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No more questions? I didn't ask you. Oh, I see. Right, they're talking to each other. Okay, ladies. He feels a little bit more. He's going to sit here by the fire because he wants to sit, please. Okay, apparently. Well, okay, we'll just Oh, I nearly stole that there. We'll just take the chair and... Oh, sing a song. Lovely. He's just going to sit here on his lonesome and he's not going to really talk to anyone at the moment. He sort of doesn't want to have a high profile anywhere he goes, especially in very highly civilized areas. But he's going to put his baked potatoes on the fire to warm up a little. And he's going to chow down on some chicken breast. Absolutely delicious. Obviously, it's his first time tasting chicken. Milk, he got very rarely when the cook was feeling generous. And just to have some milk. It quenched his thirst, but he's also sort of... He purred a little bit and everyone sort of looked at him, but he didn't care. He doesn't really care. But now he's going to chow down some baked potatoes, which has filled him with... his belly's a bit warmer now. He feels a bit warmer. And now he's just going to sit by the fire for a little. Sort of just sit here and contemplate life so far. He's got himself some nice armour for protection. Found himself a good shield. Again for protection. And he's come into a little bit of money thanks to that... thanks to the ruins he found. So, it's not a bad first couple of days, or at least not a bad second day for him in the land of Skyrim. He's got money enough to... He could just stay here for a week, probably. He probably has enough money to sort of stay here in Whiterun for a week, at least. Maybe if the renting the beds are cheap, and the food doesn't seem too expensive. Plus, he still has some food left over in his bag, where he's what are they called? Carrier messenger bag. I guess we can call them messenger bags. The bags that hang down off your shoulder on your side. It's nice to just sit by the fire. He's warming up. But yes, now he's going to have to. He's going to have to live a shrouded life. He's going to have to, in the shroud of darkness, so to speak. He can't hang around anywhere too long, so they sort of get to know him, and he can't sort of show his face all that much. So probably why he'll always keep his helmet on and such, but he probably would benefit more from a full-faced helmet. This one sort of still shows his face a bit, but now he's gonna... Hello there. Do you have a room? 10 gold, lovely.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Yours for a day.
So that's not a bad price, because that means 70 gold for a week. He could live here for a couple months, probably. Well, not a couple, maybe a month, with ease. Of course, he doesn't wish to, but. And here's his room. Wow, this is this his room or not? I'm confused.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Oh right, she showed us up to her room. Yeah, sorry, yeah. So she followed her. Turn back time, he actually did follow her. Cough, cough. But lovely, double bed. Oh wow, even a wash basin. Look at that. This is like a lap of luxury for Shir. He's never sort of had this before. And even better, a couple of chairs, and he can look over the fireplace. Sort of a nice little balcony. This is nice. He wouldn't actually mind renting this room and sort of stay here for a while. Of course he can't, but he's looking forward to his night's sleep. That's for sure. But now that he's here, what time is it? It's getting a bit late, so he's just probably gonna head to bed now. Sort of. How long should he sleep for? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So he's gonna have a long sleep because he hasn't slept for quite some time now. So he's gonna have quite a long sleep and just relax in his bed, listen to the sounds of the roaring fire, the people talking, and the bard singing in the background, and it's all quite nice and relaxing. After a lovely night's sleep, as it says up top hand corner, he's well rested and he's ready to get on with his day now. And first thing in order is to sell some of the items he managed to get from the ruins, and hopefully buy some items as well, and then he'll probably be moving on out straight away. He doesn't particularly want to stay here for too long a time, because he's still got it on his mind that the Thalmor could turn up at any moment. He doesn't know exactly the I'm going to say that, imagine that says general goods, because it doesn't, but he doesn't know exactly what the affiliation in Whiterun is. He doesn't know if they're with the Imperials or with the Stormcloaks. Either way, he doesn't particularly care about the Stormcloaks. He doesn't really want to be around a place that's theirs, but more so he doesn't want to be around an Imperial affiliated city. So hello there. Ah, lovely. So hopefully I can sell things to you. We have some things, and maybe you have some things we can buy. So what we're going to get rid of. We don't want the Blessed Sword, so that can go. Imperial Bow. He doesn't know how to use a bow, but he is going to keep it in case. Got a gold necklace that we have no use for. Yeah, he no longer needs these, so leather helmet, that's no good to him anymore. Definitely selling off the robes because they're quite valuable. So get rid of all these rings. Those are much better than his iron boots. I didn't realise that. And these are, yes, I don't know why I swapped them out. So he's going to sell his. He's not going to sell them, but he's going to sell off his boots there, his iron boots, and he might as well get rid of the studded armor. He doesn't need that. Any potions that he picked up that he doesn't really need. Doesn't need the minor magicka. That is of no use to him. Scrolls, those seem to go for a bit, so he's not going to keep them either. He doesn't really care about finding an age. The money is where it's at, and he's going to sell off his trinkets here, seeing as the man is willing to take them for quite a price. But he's not really interested in ore. He's not interested in selling that off if that's all he'll get for it. He'd rather just use that. So he'd probably use that. So, oh, and he's selling some healing potions. It's not exactly cheap, but. And he'll take the cure disease just in case for future measures. You never know. He doesn't know what sort of creatures roam. You know, he's only met a few, so he doesn't know what's roaming around in Skyrim. Just in case he gets poisoned. Thank you for your business. And we're not going to ask him anything. Sha'ir has no interest in this man whatsoever. He just wants to get his things. He wants to get his money, sell the bits off that he doesn't want, and he wants to move on. You know, at the moment, he really doesn't care for fraternisation with people. He's not looking to make friends, obviously. He's more of a loner than anything, because you know he's never had a relationship before, so he doesn't really know how to build one up. He doesn't really know how to make friends or anything, and the way his life is now, the way he's going to have to live his life, and sort of the way he had lived his life before, he doesn't particularly care or is even bothered about making friends. He's always had to look out for himself, so he feels that if he made some friends that they'd sort of be, not in a way excess baggage, but they'd sort of, he might have to look after them or something. He feels that they might be a sort of, I guess really that excess baggage is a word that you could use. They're just sort of going to weigh him down, which is probably a bit of a harsh way to think of that, but that's just the way he sees it at the moment.
Have you met my father?
So he's met the local blacksmith. He'd certainly like to see what she has for sale in terms of armour, and that's certainly a nice shield right there. That probably will protect him much more than his rather crappy iron shield that he has. And she has some steel armour, which is very expensive. He certainly cannot afford to pay those amounts of money right now. But he's definitely going to pay for the shield, because that looks very much stronger than the shield he has currently. So he's going to get rid of his. He doesn't need that anymore. Thank you for your business. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that, guys. Ugh. Right, so let's equip our new items. Our new shield, lovely. Lovely, look at that, good shield. We've got some steel boots and some steel gauntlets, so we're not doing too bad right now. And how much damage do these steel gauntlets, or damage, how much defense do we have with steel gauntlets? We have 16, so he'd be doing 16 extra damage with these, which is quite nice. Of course we don't have that perk yet, but just saying.